There are moments in life when chaos surrounds us, yet something unseen keeps us standing. When pressure should have crushed us, it sharpens us instead. When the world tries to pull us apart, we are quietly guided back to ourselves. The ancient thinkers believed this was no accident. They taught that life is not random noise, but a demanding teacher, one that protects those who are willing to grow. If you are paying attention, there are signs, not loud miracles, not easy paths, but subtle patterns that reveal a higher order at work. Let us walk through them together. Sign 1. You are repeatedly forced into inner strength. One of the clearest signs that a higher power is watching over us is this uncomfortable truth. Our life keeps pushing us toward inner strength, not comfort. We are not given an easy path. We are given a meaningful one. If you look closely, you will notice a pattern. Just when life seems to calm down, another test appears. Another challenge. Another moment that demands self-control, patience, or courage. At first, this feels unfair. We ask why peace never lasts, why we must always be strong. But the ancient thinkers would say this is not cruelty. It is protection of a higher kind. Epictetus taught that human beings are shaped the same way muscles are, through resistance. A higher power that truly cares does not shelter us from hardship, because shelter produces fragility. Instead, we are exposed to pressure that forces us to discover who we really are. This is why those under spiritual protection are often misunderstood. From the outside, their lives look difficult. From the inside, something deep is forming. Notice this. When things fall apart, we do not collapse the way we once did. We feel pain, yes, but we do not lose ourselves. We regain control faster. We think more clearly under stress. We recover quicker than before. Marcus Aurelius wrote that fire does not destroy what is truly strong, it refines it. If life keeps placing us in the fire and we keep emerging wiser, this is not random suffering. This is refinement. A higher power watches over us not by removing obstacles, but by trusting us with them. Each trial is carefully sized, heavy enough to stretch us, not heavy enough to crush us. We may feel exhausted, but we are never emptied. We may feel lost, but we are never directionless for long. There is also another subtle sign hidden here. We are often forced to rely on ourselves. Help arrives late. Validation is scarce. Rescue does not come. This creates frustration, but it also creates independence. Seneca warned that those who depend too much on external comfort become slaves to it. So instead, life teaches us self-command, emotional discipline, inner order. We begin to understand that calm is not the absence of chaos, but mastery within it. Our reactions change. Where others panic, we pause. Where others lash out, we remain measured. This is not because we are numb, but because something within us is guarded. When a higher power watches over us, it does not make us soft. It makes us unshakable. It trains us to stand firm while the world moves violently around us. And slowly, almost without realizing it, we stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start understanding, "This is happening for me." That shift towards strength, clarity, and control is the first unmistakable sign. Sign 2. You are protected from becoming someone you would regret. Another quiet but powerful sign that a higher power is watching over us is this. We are repeatedly prevented from becoming a worse version of ourselves, even when the opportunity or temptation is right there. There are moments when we could have crossed a line, times when anger could have turned us cruel, when pain could have made us bitter, when ego could have made us reckless. Yet somehow something stops us. A pause, a second thought, a strange resistance inside. We may not feel virtuous in those moments. We often feel frustrated, but later we realize we were protected. Marcus Aurelius warned that the greatest danger is not what happens to us, but what we allow ourselves to become in response. A higher power that truly watches over us does not just guard our body or our path, it guards our character. This protection is invisible, but it is profound. Notice how often life denies us the satisfaction of revenge. We want to respond, to expose, to strike back. And yet the situation collapses, the chance disappears, or our words fail to come out the way we planned. At the time, this feels like weakness or missed opportunity. But later, when emotions cool, we see the truth. If we had acted, we would have betrayed ourselves. This is not accidental. Epictetus taught that freedom is not doing whatever we want. It is being able to restrain ourselves when desire is destructive. When we are under spiritual protection, we are repeatedly pushed toward restraint, even when restraint hurts our pride. We may also notice that certain paths simply never open for us. Shortcuts that promise fast pleasure, quick status, or easy dominance remain closed. Others around us take them and seem to succeed at first. Meanwhile, we are forced to walk the longer, quieter road. This can feel like punishment, but Seneca reminds us that some successes are disguised failures because they corrupt the soul before they enrich the life. A higher power protects us by blocking outcomes that would damage our inner order. We might lose relationships that would have fed our worst impulses. We might fail in environments that reward dishonesty. We might be rejected from spaces where our values would have eroded over time. These losses sting, but they preserve something far more valuable than comfort, self-respect. There is also a deep emotional sign here. Even when we are hurt, we are not consumed by hatred for long. We may feel rage, envy, or resentment, but it does not take root. It passes through us instead of living inside us. This is rare, and it is not luck. It is guidance. We are being shaped to live with ourselves in the long run, to sleep at night without shame, to look back without regret. A higher power that watches over us understands that inner peace is earned by refusing to become someone we despise, even under pressure. When life keeps steering us away from actions that would harden our heart, even when those actions feel justified, that is not weakness. That is protection at the deepest level. Sign 3. Your hardest lessons arrive exactly when you are ready to grow. A third sign that a higher power is watching over us is not comfort, luck, or ease, but precision. The right hardship arrives at the exact moment we can endure it, and more importantly, learn from it. There is a strange pattern many of us notice when we look back honestly. The challenges that reshaped us did not come too early, when they would have broken us, nor too late, when they would have been meaningless. They came when our mind was strong enough to carry the weight, even if we didn't feel strong at the time. Seneca wrote that no one is tested beyond what they can bear, but the test often feels unbearable while we are inside it. That feeling is part of the design. A higher power does not remove suffering, it calibrates it. We may have endured loss, betrayal, isolation, or failure that forced us inward. At the time, it felt cruel. We asked, why now? Why us? Why this pain? But over time, something becomes clear. That moment stripped away illusions we were ready to outgrow. It destroyed a version of us that could no longer carry us forward. This is not random misfortune, it is refinement. A mind under protection is not spared from difficulty. It is guided through difficulty in a way that sharpens judgment. Marcus Aurelius described life as a fire. What stands in its way becomes fuel, but this only applies to those who are prepared to let pain teach them instead of poison them. Notice how your hardships seem to come with a lesson embedded inside them. You lose something, and suddenly you understand impermanence. You are humbled, and suddenly ego loosens its grip. You are forced to be alone, and suddenly you meet yourself honestly for the first time. These are not gentle lessons, but they are timely. Another quiet sign is that after each major breakdown, you emerge with more clarity, not less. You become calmer under pressure, less reactive, more selective about what you give your energy to. Pain has trained your nervous system to stop wasting force on what does not matter. Epictetus taught that events themselves are neutral. It is our judgment that gives them power. When a higher power is watching over us, we are repeatedly placed in situations that force us to master this truth, not intellectually, but emotionally. We may notice that the same mistake stops repeating after a major fall. A pattern ends, a cycle breaks. This is not coincidence. Growth is enforced when gentler signals were ignored. Protection, in this sense, does not look like rescue. It looks like necessary discomfort that upgrades our inner structure. If you find that your pain has made you wiser instead of colder, more disciplined instead of chaotic, more grounded instead of resentful, then something has been guiding the timing of your trials. The hand that watches over us does not shield us from storms. It waits until we are strong enough to walk through them and come out forged, not fractured. Sign 4. You develop an unshakable inner calm while the world tries to disturb you. The fourth sign that a higher power is watching over us is subtle, quiet, and often misunderstood. You become difficult to emotionally destabilize. The world still tests you, people still provoke you, chaos still surrounds you, but inside, something has changed. Your reactions slow. Your emotions no longer rule you. There is a growing stillness that cannot be easily invaded. This calm is not weakness, it is not indifference, it is earned stability. We notice that situations which once would have ignited anger, fear, or desperation now pass through us with less force, not because we care less, but because we see more clearly. We no longer mistake noise for threat. We no longer hand our peace to every external event. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the mind becomes invincible when it withdraws into itself and depends only on what it controls. This is not a metaphor. It is a lived experience. When a higher power is watching over us, we are repeatedly trained to return to our inner ground instead of chasing control outside. Life does not become easier, but we become harder to shake. We begin to pause before reacting. We observe our emotions instead of drowning in them. Anger still rises, but it no longer drives the body. Fear still appears, but it no longer commands decisions. This separation between stimulus and response is not accidental. It is cultivated through trials that forced us to master ourselves. Epictetus taught that freedom is not found in changing events, but in changing our relationship to them. When this lesson starts to live inside us, not just intellectually, we know something has shifted. We are no longer dragged by every impulse. Another sign of this protection is that our calm often irritates unstable people. Those who thrive on emotional reactions sense that they can no longer access us. We are present but not reactive, firm but not loud, grounded but not rigid. This inner stillness is the result of disciplined endurance. Pain taught us restraint, loss taught us perspective, repetition taught us patience. Slowly, without realizing it, our nervous system rewired itself toward composure. We also notice that silence becomes comfortable. We do not rush to explain ourselves. We do not chase validation. We are no longer desperate to be understood by everyone. This is not withdrawal, it is self-respect. Seneca wrote that the greatest power is the power over oneself. When we begin to live this truth daily, it is not because life suddenly became kind. It is because we were shaped to carry pressure without breaking. This calm is the shield. A higher power does not announce its protection with miracles or signs in the sky. It places a quiet strength inside us, one that allows us to walk through noise, chaos, and injustice without losing our center. If you feel that peace is no longer something you chase, but something you return to, then you are not alone in your journey. Something has been teaching you how to remain whole in a fractured world. Join our exclusive community today and become a member. Get early access to videos, members-only content, and a direct path to strengthen your mind, spirit, and discipline. Click the join button now and step into a world of inner growth and unstoppable motivation. If this video resonated with you and sparked something deep inside, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to strengthen your mind and fortitude. Join our growing community of thinkers, warriors and seekers striving to master themselves and rise above destructive emotions.